Right, we're gonna get started. Welcome everyone.
Woo-hoo!
How exciting. We are just casually doing this. We're at Size Gym in the Northern Beaches. It's an epic space here. I had a very mini, very small, short, so I would think pathetic workout before. And now we're ready to talk to you guys. We're so excited that you're here because we absolutely love sharing what we're going to talk to you guys about. And we've got some awesome guests on as well that want to share their experiences and their wisdom. So we're just so glad we are here. So tonight, let's do space. Can we do space? No? Yeah. You don't have to be good at technology, basically. So why are you here? That's a good question. So you might be here because someone dragged you on, like I have dragged on some people to come and watch me tonight. No, I'm kidding. You might be here because you saw a crazy live video that we did on Facebook earlier, or you might be here because you literally are curious to see what we eat every day and what we consume and why we constantly talk about how amazing it is. Or you might be here because you're just literally overall generally interested in the energy and performance. So tonight, myself and Sai are going to be doing this presentation for you guys, and we hope that you can take at least one thing that's probably going to be relevant to you, one thing that might help you with your energy, one thing that might help you or someone else with their energy and performance. So if it's not for you, it might be for your clients, it might be for your family, it might be for your friends. And before we get started, I'd love to share a little bit about my story. Normally I'd ask for your permission. Would it be okay if I shared my story? But I think you guys have no choice because everyone's muted apart from me. So a little bit about my story. I pretty much put my before and after because this is the reason why I'm talking to you guys here tonight. So a little bit about my story. That person on the left, I was seriously fatigued. I was your typical person that worked in admin 9 to 5, that had her third coffee at 2 p.m. so she didn't fall asleep on the keyboard after her lunch. And that feeling of tiredness and not being motivated to really work hard at work or exercise or anything like that kind of got me into an overall vicious cycle of not making the best choices when eating, not making the best lifestyle choices in general. And so it affected my mood, it affected my mental clarity, it affected my sleep. And it's quite interesting how after a while, it's like this thing that you feel stuck in. And like how many people were thinking, oh my God, like before starting this program, I felt so stuck, like there was no way out, like I didn't know what else to do. And that was me. I got recommended to try this program, Nutritional Cleansing from Isogenics, by my personal trainer, whom I very much trusted. And how funny it is that I'm, collaborating tonight with a personal trainer, and I really trusted him. And I said, okay, fine, I'll give it a go, but only because it's got a 30-day money-back guarantee. And so I thought, okay, cool. The only thing that really was, in terms of questioning the program, the only thing I needed to know, because I grew up so naturally in a, garden where I knew how to take, potatoes out of the soil, and I knew how veggies looked like before you actually clean them off the dirt. All I wanted to know is that the program was natural, and the products that I was going to take, my body was going to love and integrate it all into my system. So that's the only question I asked. I was like, is it natural? Is it free of preservatives and artificial stuff? So that was important to me. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to do it risk-free anyway. You guys, within 5 days, 5 days, I remember calling Jacob up and I said, mate, what's in this stuff? Like, is it legal to feel this happy? And for me, it's so funny because here I am looking for energy, but I wake up so rested on day 5, happy to go to work. And I had this mental clarity. In my second week, I was like buzzing through Excel sheets, which is even weird not to think about it. I all of a sudden love those things. And week 3, I started really noticing my results. And as you can see, this is my 90-day my 90-day results, what you can see now, but it just completely, after 90 days, I was like, this is crazy. I mean, I've never been in such good shape in my life, but the funniest thing was that I went in for the energy, but then I got all these other benefits, like great sleep, mental clarity. I wasn't so moody anymore. I was dealing with the daily stresses so much better. So funny enough, didn't really know that there was another side to it where I could literally tell other people that I'm eating this stuff, and then I could get some, like a form of payment for saying, hey, you could recommend it to someone else, and then I didn't know that even existed. And by week 3, girlfriends were already asking me, like, what are you eating? Are you dieting? Are you like starving yourself? I'm like, no, it's the absolute opposite. Loving life, loving food, having this program, it's just helped me have an amazing lifestyle. And so without even realizing, so authentically, organically, I told people what I was eating and the link where I got it from. And all of a sudden that kind of transformed into a beautiful ripple effect where all of my family and friends started getting incredible results as well. So we're going to touch up on that as well. But I'll get Sai to share his story and why he's here tonight.
Okay, thank you everyone here who's tuned in tonight. Awesome story so far. Mara, just a bundle of energy as always. For me, I worked in the fitness industry. I have been in the fitness industry for over a decade. In that time, it's safe to say that I've seen every single product on the market. I've been to pretty much every health food shop, every supplement store. I've sat and spoke in great detail with all the managers and the shop assistants in those stores and looked through products. Never have I found a range of products that not only work together so well, but are also so heavily regulated and tested. And that is a big thing for guys like me who do have an ego, who are working in the fitness industry and who do want to attach their brand and their name into a range of supplements that they're going to prescribe to not only their clients, but their friends and their family. So if you look just on the left-hand side there, I've been a gym owner for just over 3 and a bit years now. Right at that point there was probably my worst time in not only my health, but physically and mentally. And you can just look at the expression on my face. I was really, really stressed out. I was working kind of 5 a.m. till 8 p.m. most days, not too dissimilar to what I do right now. But at that time, my nutrition was bad. My supplementation was bad. My exercise was bad. My stress levels were high. And it was all because I was running my own business, and a business that was privately owned in an extremely competitive industry. The fitness industry is really, really hard to really try and push and get ahead in. So I jumped on board with the system. One of my strength coaches here, who I work very closely with, he introduced me to Isogenics. And you know what, just like Mara said, within the first week, it was like a light bulb that went on inside me. It was a case of me managing to use a range of products now that weren't just focusing on performance for my fitness or for my training. It was also using a range of products that were going to completely detoxify and nourish my digestive system, my everything, just my insides. And you know what, just ever since then, I've now been on the system, and this was after 16 weeks. I've now been using this system for just over 7 months, and I've just maintained such a good physique, especially through summer here. I went back to the UK over Christmas, and I managed to maintain my same shape. I took a load of products over with me to the UK, came back, and this is why we've just kickstarted this year with helping and sharing with as many people as you can. So yeah, let's move on. So there's 2 things I want to ask you tonight, and this is something that I ask anyone who comes into the gym so I can get a gauge as to where they're at. And the first thing I say is, like, how are you on a scale of 1 to 10 as to where you are with your own health? And that can be physically and mentally as well. I think nutrition has got a large part to play in not only just how you physically look, but also how you feel. That's one thing that I really focus on, is people feeling good every day, people feeling full of energy, and not crashing at 3 p.m. in the afternoon and drinking coffee and having to use sugar to have that pick-me-up. So I just want you to kind of just have a think about that yourself. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at right now?
Awesome. I know when I started, I was like about a 6. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah. Is it? Okay.
6 to start, is it?
There you go. And also, how would you rate your financial health as such from 1 to 10? I know when I first started, I was not happy with where I was. And it was when this question came up, I was actually quite uncomfortable because I felt that I was stuck in this space where I couldn't do something else. I didn't know that I could do something on the side. I couldn't know I could have an online business. This is so much more open now to people. There's things like Uber and Etsy and all this stuff that people do nowadays. So many more opportunities. So yeah, just on your own, obviously in your own private space, in your mind, just have a think about that. All I know with this slide is that I wish someone talked to me about this sort of stuff when I was a lot younger and before I came out of university. So you might have guessed it. This is what we're going to talk to you guys about. This is one of the most beautiful companies I have come in contact with. Their values are absolutely mind-blowing. I've not met a company and leaders that it's just the whole culture is just incredible. It's all about family and integrity and just leaving a legacy behind.
Okay, so we're going to go through the 4 pillars that kind of make up the whole Isogenics range. And obviously we're going to be emphasizing on the energy performance tonight, but they are weight loss, energy performance, healthy aging, and wealth creation. So having a look at those categories there. And just, this is something that I guess I didn't really look at and read as hard as I do now when I see what their vision statement is. And their vision is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain. And in the process, create the largest health and wellness company in the world. And they are doing exactly what they say. We're launching in the UK halfway through this year. It's a steam train that's just going. And it's great to be on board with these guys, especially now. Now is such a good time to either be joining, using the products, or really thinking about where you want to go.
And I don't know about you guys, but when I worked in admin, there was no vision. Like the company had no vision. So coming into this, I was like, you kidding me? I'll wake up and I think about this. I'm part of an amazing vision that's literally changing the planet. So it's so, so exciting.
And very important to people like myself who do come from a fitness background, who are endorsing products to not only your clients, but also your friends and your family. As I said, we do spend a lot of time and money. I've been through a lot of training to get to where I am in the fitness industry today. And what I wasn't willing to do is just go straight away by just endorsing something that would ultimately just help me out financially a little bit here and there. Because you've really got to think about putting your name and your integrity along with the company. And so I did probably more due diligence than anyone would do, being because of I am in the fitness industry. And for every question that I had, the answer was already there. We've gone through peer-reviewed journals that they do have now. There's so many resources available for anyone to look at if they've got any questions on any of their products that we're going to be speaking on tonight.
Awesome. Cool. So we're going to go through the product range, but like I said at the beginning, this is why I started. I just saw that and that was so important to me. And I don't know about you, Sai, but like when I go shopping now, it is so rare that you find anything that's free of artificial flavors, colors, and sweeteners. So for us, it's just no compromise quality. So let's go through 5 of them.
Yeah, here we go. 5 pillars of health.
My favorite, ice shake. So you guys, I'm your typical wog as such, knife and fork girl. So when I got started on this, I definitely had this thing. I had never ever had a shake before this ever in my life. Like not even one of those boost juices. I am not kidding. I was just never interested, never really knew what they're all about. But it was only when I first started read into it to understand. It's got all your like 21 trace minerals and your prebiotics and probiotics and live enzyme, and it's got your protein, and it's like gluten-free and soy-free, and it's low glycemic, so you can like literally share this with so many people. And for me, it was like I was always on the road, and I was always like, I didn't even have time at lunchtime to eat. So for me, the fact that I had this thing that was going to feed my whole body, nourish it with all the nutrition I needed to feel good, to have that mental clarity, to have that energy in 2 minutes, that to me was a big tick. Because all I hear now all the time is like, I don't have either the money or the time to eat healthy. And voila, this is it. It's here for you. So no, it's not a shake thing. This is beyond a shake thing. This is like absolute best of science of Chinese medicine mixed with Western medicine, which mixed with Indian medicine put together to literally flood your bodies with flood your body with everything it needs. Now, you still eat your whole foods, but to me, the shake is basically that missing gap that in our nutrition that we're currently, so many of us, facing with. But we're distracting ourselves by thinking it's normal to get cravings. It's normal to feel, hungry all the time. It's normal to have 3 coffees a day. It's normal to have that chocolate in the afternoon. It's really not. We're just missing so much. So I love it. I could talk about this forever. It's the best thing. Cleanse.
Okay, cleanse for life. It's really interesting, people who do start on board with a nutritional cleanse with Isagenix, quickly, this is their go-to favorite. Cleanse for life it's just an amazing method of detoxifying the body and just giving your body what it needs to just eradicate all the impurities. And the way it does that is a very gentle method of cleansing. A lot of the times you can go to a health food shop and they might put you on a cleanse diet, and they'll say, right, drink this, and within half an hour you need to be somewhere near a toilet because something's going to happen and it's not going to be pretty. Isagenix have used some amazing ingredients and antioxidants in this actual supplement. But what it does, it can be used as a nice gentle cleanse throughout every single day, or you can do it once a week as a deep cleanse, whereby you do it as a part of a supported fast. And the benefits of this are endless, not only for just females, but also for males, with regards to just natural growth hormone that your body will produce and allowing your body to get into a repair mode so that your body can actually reset and get back to a real good state of homeostasis where it's functioning correctly. Your liver's being cleansed. It can now do the work that it needs to do rather than being clogged by toxins that we're exposed to every day. And those toxins can be from soap powder in your washing. It can be environmental toxins. It can be preservatives in all the fruits and vegetables that you're eating, thinking that you're eating healthily. And so, I really stand against this cleanse for life. It's one of my big go-to.
I heard someone say it really simply, like, imagine your car, you haven't washed your car. So let's say I'm 27. So for the first time in 27 years, I'm washing my car. It's going to be a bit of a rough, a bit of a scrub. But then if you're constantly maintaining it and washing it, it's going to be this, easy thing. So it's the same with the body. I love that. Ionics, I just had some before. You can talk about it. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, Daddy's got the bottle.
Okay, so with Ionics Supreme, we have this in the morning. It's a 30ml shot. We have it to start our day, and it is full of things called adaptogens. So adaptogens are naturally derived from plants, and what they basically do is they allow plants to adapt to their environment. So if you have plants that are picked from extreme environments where the wind's high, the weather's cold, there's not much food there, they adapt to that climate, and they've extracted this and they've put it into this potent green smoothie. One of my client calls is jungle juice, and the idea here is to allow your body to deal with stress. So stress markers found in the body from all sorts of every angle that you can think of. It just allows your body to de-stress. And one thing I saw the other day was a lady with her child screaming. And this baby was screaming. I thought, that really heightens your stress levels just from your own baby. You need to reduce stress in your body. So this is fantastic. We have this every morning. If you're someone who has trouble in sleeping at night, it's also really good to have as a nightcap. You must have it last thing at night, and it'll put you into a nice deep state of REM sleep, which is awesome.
Loves it. One of your favorites, Si.
All right.
One of my favorites too. I'm like, Mom, you're taking this for life because I want you to live forever. Isagenesis,
I think the term antioxidant is something that we are exposed to a lot. People say I'm wearing skin care, that it's full of antioxidants, rich in antioxidants. We need to understand what the damaging markers are of oxidative stress on the body. And a real good simplified method of talking about oxidative stress is it's kind of like the body's internal rusting. And we want to reduce how that happens. And things that can allow oxidative stress to occur are natural stresses on the body, exercise. So you can get exercise-induced oxidative stress. And basically all those stress markers on the body, we use an antioxidant formula. Now, to get this sort of potent mix in eating just fruits and vegetables alone, not only would you have to be eating a cascade of different colors of fruits and vegetables, it's the sheer volume that we possibly can't consume. And so Isagenix have created this thing called Isagenesis, which is just an amazing thing. It's been a very, very highly tested, and it's a new product on the market. So fantastic one.
Love it. I think it's got like a Nobel Prize behind its research in telomeres, and it's just incredible. You've got to read about it. If there's one product you're going to have a look at, it's this one. It's mind blowing. And we've got our vitamins and
okay, yeah, Aegis Actives. 3 active ingredients. One is CoQ10. CoQ10 is something that we naturally have in the body, but after the age of about 30 plus, we start to lose the amount of CoQ10 that we can naturally produce, and that's how we age. You know, it's simple as that. That's how we start to look older, and there's all the telltale signs of us getting older, which none of us really want. And so CoQ10 is found in these Aegis Actives. Resveratrol is the active ingredient in red grapes, and it's what we put in red wine. And when I look further into this,
red wine.
into this product, we all know that the doctor says a glass of red wine is good for cardiovascular and heart health. The amount that you actually need is more than just one glass of not red wine, but resveratrol. And in this, it's up to 250 times the amount that you would get in a glass of wine, which is kind of a good recommended amount. And then the third one is vitamin D3, which is found from the sun. So any of my guys who have tuned in from the UK, we all know there's little to zero sun, bar 2 weeks in the summer. And also for here, the sun's extremely powerful. So a lot of people hide from the sun, wear extremely high factor skincare. And there's actually a deficiency in most people in Australia with D3. So those 3 things. Quickly touch on the essentials. A good multivitamin, ensuring that you're getting all the micronutrients into your body for male and for female. Obviously, we have different parts that work in different ways. Women are crazy, men aren't. And we need to look after that. And so with things like prostate health for guys, and as well for things like ovarian health for females, these are 2 fantastic multis just to have every day to make sure that you're consuming all those nutrients that you need.
Yay, loves it. So we're going to my favorite part of the night because we love talking, but it's enough of us. So first up, we're going to have someone I absolutely adore. I really look up to him. He is an absolute amazing example in our community. He is
in great shape,
really funny, in great shape, and really down to earth and very modest for everything that he's achieved. So if you could please unmute yourself and share your story. Matthew Ferguson! Woohoo!
Hi guys, thanks very much for having me. That's a very glowing review, and I appreciate that very much. But yeah, so I've been on the Isogenics or using Isogenics system for about over 2.5 years now. And obviously a passionate football player, been involved in football my whole life. Played in the AFL system, then went into state footy and then started playing coaching. And so my life has revolved around fitness and then trying to get athletes fit. And, and I'm very used to running around in the pre-season and being stuck staring at the same set of arse cheeks over and over again with that level of fitness, running around the park. So when I found Isogenics, I was at a stage, I was 30 years of age, and I felt like my best fitness was behind me. And I was very in tune with my fitness. So I had a lot of records of different times, different running lengths, different results in the gym. So when I started Isogenics, I had a very a good bearing of what these products were doing for my body and my fitness. So once I experienced that, I'd never had such accelerated fitness gains before in my life. And straight away, because I'm already just so passionate about sport, I wanted to share this with others. And I've been sharing this with athletes. I was actually the first AFL player, ex-AFL player, to be invited into Team Isogenics, because I just said this is the perfect nutrition for an or any Aussie Rules player. And now I've recently had another 3 ex-AFL players join Team Isogenics in the last 6 months, just because it's starting to catch on, because people in our sport, boys and girls, they want a reduced body fat percentage. They want increased energy. They want better endurance. This is great for your cardiovascular health. They want to recover better, and they want a good power to weight ratio. And these supplements really do support us in in, you know, achieving those results. And I love how I can say this. And obviously when I enroll somebody into the system, you know, I can talk with passion because I know that down the track, they're going to call me up and say, look, thanks, Ferg. You know, I'm glad I trusted you. And that's why I love being involved with this. And this was just, I just finished this 16-week challenge now. And I really wanted to see what would happen if I actually gave it 100%. I used to be an electrician before, and through Isogenics has allowed me to step away and become a personal trainer. And just with my new skills, I put them to work and was able to have some massive strength gains. Like, I mean, there's obviously looks like a bit of body fat has been reduced, but that's just because the numbers on my weights improved a lot. And obviously I've been able to achieve some good results. So yeah, very passionate about the 16-week challenge. Hopefully if you do start this, guys, make sure you enroll. This is not just a 30-day system. This is a lifestyle and completely transformed my life. For sure.
Thanks so much for sharing that. We love you so much. You look bloody fantastic. And next we have my best friend in the world. She is an absolute she's just an angel. She's the most kind-hearted woman, and she has had the most incredible transformation, and she's also the one that got me started with her husband, and I am forever ever grateful she told me about this. So if you could unmute yourself and come online, Mary.
Woohoo!
Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for tuning in to listen to this story. So today I want to share with you a bit about my energy and performance story with Isogenics. So like literally the girl you see in that before photo, even though to the eye I may still look fit and healthy on the outside, I was skinny fat. I was exhausted, depleted, run down, burnt out, you name it. And I was trying things, like I was trying shakes and smoothies, but I was also fueling my body with like pastas, like coffee after work, like chocolate, bad stuff. And I was, no wonder I wasn't feeling good. Like I was always like tossing and turning every night when I would go to bed. I don't know if any of you can relate to that. I was always hitting that wall at 3 o'clock where I would just like not be able to focus, and my energy levels were just shot. So when I was introduced by this awesome system, Isogenics, by my husband Jacob, over 4 years ago now, it changed everything for me to the point where I now want to challenge myself and do fitness competitions. And I honestly, like I'm loving this, and I'm new to the fitness game, but I've competed in 3 fitness competitions in the last 6 months, and I've placed in top 3. So a couple of thirds, 4 thirds, a first and a second. Sorry, 2 firsts and a second. And I'm now about to compete in another one. And what I noticed through this journey is that it really was a simple system for me to follow. Like it was so convenient. I was fueling my body with so much good stuff, and I was noticing other girls around me backstage, and they were just so exhausted. They were meal prepping, like spending so much time meal prepping and things like that. And by the time they were about to walk on stage, they were just so like you could see they had no energy in them. And here's me backstage, just so pumped, ready to get on and have the best time ever. Why? Because I was fueling myself with like superior nutrition. And so what I've been doing lately since I've been competing as well is sharing this with people to really help them, like not only fitness competitors, but anyone feel energized inside out and know that there's a simple system to follow. So I think this is really for everyone. So anyone on the line, if you're living a busy, fast-paced lifestyle and you're struggling to like, you know, make meals and things like that, and like you're skipping breakfast and lunch and things like that, the Isogenics is such a beautiful system that you can incorporate into your lifestyle, helping you, you know, like keep your body balanced, keeping that goal weight, cleansing all of the bad stuff out on a regular basis. And also, when you love something, you can share it with people. So one of the things I've been doing, and I'm passionate about this, is sharing it with people. Like how we share restaurants, movies, good cafes, where we got our dress from. Isogenics will reward you if you want to share this incredible system with loved ones, families, and friends. And that's why we shared it with Mara. We didn't want to keep it a secret and just keep it
I love it.
You share things you love and help other people, achieve amazing results. And it's gotten to a point, where it's actually become like a full-time income for me. So that's a little bit about my story. And if you want to know more,
Thank you so much, Mary.
Awesome work, Mary.
We love you. So I hope you guys got so much out of it, but we'll just keep going because we do want to respect your time. So am I touching on this? Yeah, I'm just going to look just quickly on this. Yes, we have a lot of athletes using our products. But here's the difference with our company. We don't pay these guys to represent us, okay? They're not forcefully taking Isogenics. They actually order the products just like me and Sai and Matthew and Mary do, and they love it. And not only that, but all of these guys have also shared it with their friends. So if it's good enough for some 5, how many medals is 5 gold?
We've got an
5-time Olympian, gold medalist Natalie Cook. Ex-All Black Rico Gear, Jana Pittman, Summer and Winter Olympics, and then Dirk. There's heavy lifting world champion. Like what?
Heavy lifting. That's exactly what Dirk does.
Yeah.
He picks heavy stuff up and he puts it down very well.
Cool. So we're gonna quickly touch on, and this is the magic, you guys. So if you like, pay attention to this. This is like my favorite.
Okay, I think you know what, it's so hard to be short and show up with these, and I'll do the best I can because I can just talk about these 3 products all day, every day to anyone, whether that's someone who wants to go into an F45 class and last the 45 minutes without blowing out, right the way through to, I've actually wrote nutrition plans for a half Ironman race using solely isogenic supplements. Now, if you're an endurance athlete who is on this call, if you're a personal trainer, you will know that there is a massive importance into promoting pre, intra, and post-workout supplementation. And what we want to try and do is prime the body for exercise. We want to make sure that throughout the exercise, we are working to the greatest capacity that we can. And then we also want to make sure that post-exercise, we are getting the right amount of nutrient delivery for us to recover as fast as we can, so that either we can do it again the next day or that we reduce our recovery time from using that. And what Isogenics have done, have created their elite energy and performance range. And I think I can talk on behalf of myself and Matt, and this is probably how he speaks to all these AFL guys down there. Guys who use these 3 products not only come into my gym with better energy, they're laser focused, ready for a workout. The AMP NOx, I'm quickly going to touch on. The operative word here being NOx. So nitric oxide, how that acts in the body is what we call a vasodilator. So when you're looking at how a muscle is working in exercise, the body is pumping nutrient-rich blood to the working muscle and then working its best to try and getting rid of all the waste products in the blood that occur as a direct result of contracting and relaxing. All right, so AMP NOx is nitric oxide. This allows the blood vessels to open up and allow more oxygen-rich blood to the working muscle. And they've done it through using plant nitrates. Now, people who have used pre-workouts before, you'll find that they are just a synthetic chemical compound where you take a scoop of it and you'll sit there on the squat rack, jittering, sweating, your heart rate's up, and you crash halfway through the workout. This you can take on a night before a morning workout. Quickly going to go into the AMP Power, which is my number 1 supplement. I've always used sports supplements through my strength training, but the beauty about AMP Power is it contains citrulline and also creatine. So creatine is the most heavily regulated and tested supplement in the industry, hands down, because of the benefits for not only strength gains, but also for performance as well. And basically, we have a currency in our muscles called ATP. And what creatine allows is it just allows more of this energy currency to go through to the working muscle. So what that means, you can push the muscle harder and for longer. And that is what we all want. If it's a strength gain you're looking for, you can get under that squat rack, you can hit PBs. If it's distance on the bike you're looking for, you can take this and get that distance. You can work at a higher rate. which means that we need to make sure at the end of that workout, we're getting the most amount out of our recovery. And they've created AMP Recover, which is a branched chain amino acid. Now, throughout exercise, obviously we're tearing muscle fibers. So what we want to try and do is limit that tearing process. And not only that, as we do tear these microfibers in the muscle, making sure that we're taking something that's going to help recover, and also just getting your body back into the best form of what we call protein synthesis, so getting the muscle recovered in a short space of time. And that's what the AMP Recover does. So using these three products together, one thing that I will say is you're using one brand of sports supplements. You know, before I had a pre-workout from one brand, I had an intra-workout from another, and I had a post-workout from another. I didn't know where they were tested. I didn't know where they were sourced. I didn't know if they had anything science-based backing them. It was just what they told me to buy on the shelf. This here works as another system to make sure you can get the most out of your workouts. So
love it. Yeah, and you could talk about it all night long. I love it. Okay, awesome. So here's the thing. I think you're going to touch on this as well, how important it is even, you know.
Yeah, I mean, this is one thing that I will say to anyone who does work in, you know, the health and wellness industry, is that you can really never, if you're a personal trainer, you can't guarantee an income. You know, some weeks you might have good weeks, some weeks you might have all your clients away. And at the same time, you're always going to promote some form of supplements because you want your clients to get the best results. If your clients get results, you're going to get more work. It's as simple as that, because they're going to say, I'm using this trainer and he's got me doing X, Y, and Z. If you don't have a nutritional arm as part of your business where you're earning a secondary income, then you are limiting yourself in such a way, because everyone deserves this opportunity, whether you're not just a health professional or whether you're, you know, a nutritionist or a naturopath or whatever it may be. But particularly for me, when I speak to fitness trainers, I see that they're one week they're flush and they're throwing money around. The next week they're on the bones of their ass because they've only got 2 clients that are on holiday or they're sick or whatever it may be. Things happen in life. You need to make sure that you've got a steady income stream, and that is the beauty about what this company offers. And they do it in the best shape.
I love it. I just make it really simple. For me, it's just sharing what I eat. I think your voice is sharing what I eat, and then, you know, everybody wants to know, this is what we're doing this. People always ask me, I was like, how do you maintain a six-pack all year round? How do you get in a bikini like any month of the year? So a little bit to touch on the start of opportunity in the community. It's like a smaller community within the Isogenics company, but it's basically, we made it cool for young people. Young people have discovered this and found out how easy it is to share this. We've been sharing pages. We've been sharing funny videos on Facebook, on Instagram and whatnot. And so all of a sudden, young people in this industry, 18 to 35s, are absolutely smashing it. So people like myself, for example, I really went for this. And so we truly believe that we can live extraordinary lives, and we help other young people realize that they can do the same thing by helping other people and young people get super healthy, get to their goal, get to their best health, and then obviously help them as well create that little bit more stability in their finances and things like that, which is something that pretty much everyone I know would love a little bit more of. So that's a little bit more about the start opportunity. It's about really living life on our own terms now, instead of when we're 70 and we're finally looking forward to getting onto that cruise. And so just really, it's true, right? So being a little bit of a rebel here, but it's really opened up my mind to what's really possible. And I get to live life now where I help my parents pay for their mortgage, where I'm sending them onto trips and on a cruise. So, and all these things. And I really wish for every single young person on this planet to experience this. So yeah, a beautiful community within Isogenics culture. And of course, I think I've mentioned this in my story, I wouldn't have started if this wasn't it. Okay, so if we didn't have the 30-day money-back guarantee, I would have been a little bit scared about it. But it does have that. So think about it, we're approaching this year $1 billion in sales, which blows my mind. So people love these products. They order them all the time. And yet still such an amazing, beautiful company to offer 30-day money-back guarantee. I don't know about other companies doing that. But look, you can't, the only thing you're going to lose is probably maybe a couple of inches and maybe a couple of kilos if you need to. So absolute hell yeah, go for it.
It's win or win, isn't it, with a 30-day guarantee? You're going to get healthy, and if you don't like it, then I've never seen anyone send them back. But so are you ready to redefine your normal? And you know what? There's two people sat here running this webinar who are ready to redefine our normal. And you know what? We made that commitment, and from now on, we're just going to
do everything upside down. I love it. We did that. I barely did that. I was like, I can't remember the last time I did a headset. It was probably like when I was 10 or something like that. But honestly, if there was something that we said, just one thing that resonated with you, whether it's the fact that the products are, scientifically research and proven and everything's natural and your body just can't wait for it to go inside of it and feel amazing. If there's one thing that really touched you, perhaps it's finally taking that step where you invest in your health for the first time. You're like, that's it. I'm going to put my oxygen mask on because I know if I'm good, I'm going to create a ripple effect where everyone else around me is good. Or perhaps you're in a position like Sai where it's like, I'm already helping people. I already have the vehicle, whether it's a gym, whether it's personal training, but I don't know what they're eating outside of this. And I would love to help them with that side of things. This may be for you. So, and if this is not for you, then who is it for? So thank you so much for coming on.
Huge thanks to Matt, Ferguson, and also to Mary Leaf. You guys are amazing.
Thank you for sharing, everyone. Yeah, we have recorded this, so just stay in touch. We'll let you know what we're going to do with it. But yeah, lots of love, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you, Sai, for putting up with me. We love you guys.
Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye.